A lot of people vote without really knowing who they are voting for, and that's something that I saw up close. And that was one of the reasons it was put on my heart to start this channel. So if you don't know me, my name is Rashana, and welcome to From the Ground Up NC. So today I'll be having a conversation with you guys, just kind of giving y'all a backstory of why this channel is here. But let me go ahead and get started. When I came home, I believe it was at the end of 2021, home in North Carolina. I don't know, I just had it on me that I wanted to do some volunteering in my local community, right? I didn't really have an idea of what I really wanted to do. I just knew that I wanted to volunteer. I didn't really know where that would lead me, to be honest with you. But before I ever volunteer, I just want to, or went to any meetings as far as, my local government or anything like that, I just want to say that I didn't vote. I just want to say I wasn't somebody who was voting. I wasn't someone who was paying attention to politics. I mean, from outside of what I learned in school, that was probably all the knowledge that I had. And to be honest with you, I felt like that was gone at this point. At this age, I just, and that's just me being honest. No shame over here about that. So I really didn't understand how politics really worked, or really how it, impacted my everyday life. So I really didn't care. But I feel like that's something that's common amongst a lot of people. So I know it's just not me. So once I started volunteering in my local government, one of the first boards I volunteered on was the Parks and Recs board in Winterville. And I started to attend the council meetings regularly because I just wanted to understand, and I wanted to know what was going on around me, because the more I sat in there, the more I realized wow, this stuff is kind of important. I was like, man, there's a lot of stuff going on in here that I had no idea about. There was a lot of language that I really didn't understand. So I'm just doing research. I'm reading and that caused me to do further research and to reading bills and laws and stuff like that, policies, and really getting into stuff like that. And I finding out, this stuff is more interesting than I thought. It's a lot of stuff that goes on. It's there. Listen, y'all, I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff that goes on, but I won't get too far off. I want to stay on track here so I don't, be rambling too much. But I just realized that in those rooms, there's a lot of important decisions that's going on every month. And it affects where I live. It affects my families. It affects other people's families. And, I just thought that was important. Right? So I'm moving along. So I believe in 2022 is when I started volunteering. And 2023 is when things started to change a little bit. So during that time, I got a call from Dr. Brandy Harrell, who is actually one of our council women in Winterville. I know she won't mind me sharing this story, but she gave me a call and she asked me, hey, I'm about to run for council. I was like, go. I was like, go crazy. That's going to be awesome to do. Right? I think you will be amazing. Right? Saying all these things. And she was like, I want you to be on my campaign. I'm like, hold on. First of all, I don't know anything about any of this. So I don't even know what that would look like in my head. And she was like, I want you to, kind of help with media and videos. Okay, cool. That's easy. I can do videos. We can do that. So a little further down the line, I think that was in June. It was either June or July time frame when she asked me. And I think in August, that switched a little bit. And it went from me being the media person, hey, I need you to be my campaign manager. I was like, wait a minute, hold on now. I don't even know what any of this means. Okay, I have no idea what any of this means. And she was like, don't worry about it. We're going to be working with some people who's pretty much going to teach you everything you need to know. So once everything kind of got started, I learned so much about campaigns and how they work and what it takes to run one, a successful one, and things like that. So we won, by the way. I mean, just want to put that out there. But during that time, we did some campaigning. We knocked on some doors in Winterville. I talked to a lot of people that live in Winterville and just realized that there are a lot of people who have no idea what's going on locally. They have no idea what's going on locally, and a lot of them don't even know who their elected officials are. They've never seen them. And somebody who, like I said, who really, I'm learning about this space. I'm learning, which I'm still learning because it's something to learn every day, literally. That shocked me. I was like, what do you mean? Like, in my head, I'm like, so what you mean? Like, they don't come. We knocking on doors now. So what do you mean? Like, you don't know who these people are. You ain't never seen them before. Like, I couldn't understand that. Like, in my brain, I was like, that don't even make sense to me that you don't know who these people are. But anyway, that never registered with me. How do you not know these people that are asking for your vote? Right? So a lot of these people had never seen like I said, had never seen their elected officials outside of campaigning, right? A lot of people just never met them, period. Couldn't spot them anywhere in the crowd. Some of them, they were actually shocked that we were knocking on doors, especially that she was knocking on doors as the person that was, running. They had never seen anybody do that in this area. And I was just like, so if they're not doing that, then what they doing? Because like I said, I was just very shocked about all of this because I don't know this process. I'm very new to all of this. So I'm learning a lot and I'm seeing how things are working. And I was just very shocked that people just didn't know these people. And another thing is I also worked at the polls in Winterville. So if you are one of them, you may have seen me there at the polls during the day. I was talking to a lot of people that were, going in voting and stuff like that. And another thing that I realized just from talking to the people at the polls is they had no idea who was on the ballot. And that literally blew my mind. I'm like, man, and y'all might be, it might not be new for y'all, but for me, that information was like, what you mean? Like, you coming up here to vote and you don't know nothing about these people? Like, they would literally just get information from who would be standing outside. So if you just happen to be standing outside and you talking to the people, they'll vote for you. They don't know nothing about you, but they'll go vote for you. And I thought that was scary. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I thought that was scary. Why did I think that was scary? One, because these people make pretty big decisions. And for you not to know anything about them and just go in and vote for them, I didn't understand that. I did not understand that as somebody who's learning about this space, right? And also something I realized is a lot of people vote for just people they know. Or just because I voted for them for year after year or, every time elections come. But you don't keep up with them. You don't know what they're doing. And I thought that was very scary, man. And it bothered me. It bothered me. So after the elections were said and done, I just had a burden. Like I literally had a burden like, yo, I have to do something. I just felt like I had to do something. And it was heavy on my heart. I didn't really know at the time what I wanted to do, but I just know that I wanted to put information out to help people understand who these people are so they can see them. They can put names to faces. They can know what's happening locally because there's not a lot of platforms where they're talking about people who are running locally. Your school board, your judges, your commissioners, your council people. They don't really go into it in depth or really just what's happening in your local community, period. So that's where this was birthed from. I wanted to be able to help you guys understand what's happening around us and why this stuff is important and why it matters. So that's why this channel has started. So when it's time to go vote and when it's time to make those decisions, this is a place that can help you. Okay? So that's why From the Ground Up NC exists. So I hope you guys have an amazing day and thank you for listening.